Good evening, everyone. Hello, my name's Heatherlyn. We maybe know each other already, but for those of us who haven't met yet, hello, I'm Heatherlyn, your host for tonight. And tonight we get to, of all of the various ways we do this live streaming series, tonight we especially get to be present to the medicinal qualities of music, and we get to receive them and let those qualities sink into our cells, into our bones. Feel free to say hello. It's good to see Teresa and Julie and Toby here. And tonight will be a little bit different since we're holding space and having some breath practice and meditation practice together. I won't be doing quite as much chatting with y'all in the comments, but I would still love for you to let me know that you're here, because that is the only way I know you're here, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. I would just love to know that you're here. So feel free to share where you're watching from and say hello to everyone in the comments. And I'll be sure to check in with you before Josh plays for us in the middle of our time together and at the end as well. So we'll definitely get to connect that way. As we get going, I want to invite you to connect with your body a little bit. So maybe start by just drawing your shoulders slowly up to your ears, if that feels good for you. And if none of this is really like your thing, that's all right too. But maybe breathe in, pull them all the way up, scrunch them up, and then just let them down with an exhale. And hey, Dusty, nice to see you here tonight. We're doing a little bit of breath practice together tonight. Sometimes our live streams are concerts. Sometimes it's my storytelling talk show, and sometimes we get to just really tune into how healing music can be for us. So tonight, this is meditative music with my friend Josh Skelton. But let's go ahead and breathe in as we raise our arms. Maybe touch the hands if you want to, and then exhale, releasing. And this helps us stretch really gently too. So we'll do it a couple more times. Inhaling, reaching up, maybe stretching, reaching for the stars. This might take a couple of breaths, and then maybe on your exhale, however it feels good for you, just go ahead and release down, all right? And then on your next in-breath, go ahead and roll the shoulders back and down. And do that a couple times, and then we'll reverse it. So inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down. So really giving yourself a little more space in your body. This opens some things up, loosens some things up so that you have a little more space to receive your breath and receive this gift of life, for sure. One thing I want to acknowledge as we are proceeding to reflect on this past year, which has been a doozy, to say the least. Am I right? Collectively and then personally for all of us in a variety of ways. And as we seek to breathe in the new year and simply soothe ourselves and hold space for ourselves, soothing our nervous system with our breath, I want to acknowledge what a gift and what a privilege it is to breathe. Yes? And so for a couple of reasons. One, we remember George Floyd, who was murdered by Minneapolis police earlier this year, and Eric Gardner, and so many of our Black brothers and sisters, our kin in this human family, who did not deserve to be put in that position of asphyxiation, of losing their breath, of being brutalized, of being murdered. And so we just want to acknowledge what a gift and what a privilege it is to breathe. And as I reflect on that, I know for me, some tension comes up, some regret, some wonder, could I have done more? And yes, I probably could have. We probably could have. And yet bringing awareness to that, the only option is to move forward with an intention to breathe on the behalf of our BIPOC kin and to do more, sharing our gift and our privilege. Also want to acknowledge nurses, healthcare providers, doctors who have worked so hard this past year in the midst of a global pandemic, who probably at times find it difficult to catch their breath. Yes. And for the thousands, hundreds of thousands of Americans who have lost their gift of life or who have had, conditions that have continued on, maybe struggling with this capacity to breathe because of catching COVID. So just wanting to really acknowledge what a gift, what a privilege, and we honor these folks and hold space for them as well. This is a part of the reality that we attend to as we hold space for all that is real. I am a 200-hour yoga instructor and meditation guide. And in the yoga culture, there's often this phrase that says good vibes only or positive vibes only. And I believe that is right only to the point if you're talking about what's real. So I'm not really that kind of thinker. I think it's real vibes only in this space. We want to honor all that arises, the good, the painful, and everything in between, and hold space for all of that. So you are welcome here in your entirety. Everything that you possibly have to bring, your hopes, your joys, your dreams, your wonder, your despair, your pain, your grief, your loss, absolutely everything belongs here as we breathe together, as Josh and I play music for you and over you, and as I seek to guide you in this reflective and meditative practice. This practice of presence is so integral to our lives and our being human, and so I'm grateful to you for joining us tonight, for taking this time for yourself, to care for yourself so that you may care for others in your life. All right, before I do a song, I want to just check in with you all one more time. Like I said, we won't do comments a whole lot, or I won't be chatting with you a ton tonight, but I do want you to comment. I want you to say hello. I want you to tell us where you're tuning in from, and I will touch base with you before, in the middle, and at the end of our time together tonight. So let's welcome and say hello to our friend Josh tonight, so that I want you to see him. And hey, man, I'm so glad you're here. How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Great. We were talking a little earlier about how we're both living in basements right now, because sometimes that's what you've got to do as a creative, is live in a basement. And
Right.
And that is part of the reality that we come to you with.
It is 100% our reality.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah.
Some of you saw Josh play. We collaborated a bit for my 40th birthday festival, and that was so groovy and so cool. And I think tonight's going to be even taking it up a notch. I know we've both prepared some beautiful things for you, so thank you for that, Josh. Anything you want to say?
Yeah,
Anything we should make sure people know about you? I do want them to know you're working on your debut singer-songwriter album, so y'all should connect with Josh.
I am.
Mm-hmm. How's that coming along?
It's coming along. It's coming along. It's like I feel like I've been about 2 or 3 months away from releasing it for about 6 months.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is how the creative process goes, right? Oh man,
Yeah. I have it's like 99% done, and then I rewrite 10% of it, and then it's getting closer though. I feel like this spring is going to be the time. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so
thanks for that.
exciting. I mean, springtime is probably when we might start being able to do a few things that we have not been able to do for a long time. And so that will be incredible if your album release is about that same time as well.
That would be great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
exciting.
totally great.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Do you think that there will be like a little album release party or something? Maybe?
Yeah, I will not be quiet about it, for sure. I will do something.
Well, I want you to know
I'll
that
figure it out.
Julie, who also helped us with the birthday festival, she just really helps us so much with quite a number of things, with testing things out and making sure info is up and all of that. And Julie just said, I absolutely loved your set on Achel's birthday show. Looking forward to your hypnotic tunes tonight.
I saw that. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that.
So that's really cool. And good evening to Doug and Teresa and Beth and Tiffany. So glad you all are here. So I think I'll kick us off with my kind of quintessential breath practice song, something that y'all can find on my Being Breathed EP if you want to. And then more from you, my friend, when we come back from that. How does that sound? All right, sweet. So glad that Josh is here to serenade us, and I'm really looking forward to other collaborations that we might get to do when we can spend more time actually in the same space working together. That's going to be really cool. So so during this song, let's keep it simple. And for now, simply go ahead and find your breath. Notice that you are breathing. So often we forget that we are breathed creatures. And maybe allow a sense of gratitude to come over you for this gift. Maybe make yourself a little bit more comfortable. And let us love on you through song tonight. Steal away for a little while. Whoever you are, whatever your style, will take a little time to rehumanize, being a friend to yourself, so you can be friend to someone else. All our truths, all our wonders, all here now. Breathing in, breathing out, breathe here now. Breathing in, breathing out, breathe here now. Be here now. Some are thrilled, some are tired. Come with longing and desire. Come with hope and inner fire. All here now. No stars need to align. Don't even need to feel satisfied. Simply see what's real for a little while. Breathing in, breathing out, breathe here now. 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 Be here now. Known as you are, loved as you are, be as you are, be here now. Known as you are, loved as you are, be as you are, be here now. Known as you are, loved as you are, be as you are, be here now. being breathed, being healed, giving time no mind for a little while. No certain way you need to be, friend. I hope your heart is free, but if hearts are light or heavy, we're all here now. Breathing in, breathing out, be 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 here now. Be here now. Oh. Be here, be here now, be here, be here now, be here now. I want to welcome our friend Josh Skelton back as we deepen into this. Yeah. Are you breathing, my friend? Are you breathing?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Good. Thank you all for being here now, and thank you for your beautiful comments and your kind comments. We'll be able to check in with y'all again after this first set with Josh, but I'm gonna unplug my instrument and so we'll have a segment of time with Josh playing for us, and during this I will attempt to guide you, and all of these are loose and open options, right? They're invitations for you, and so if they feel good and right for you, and or you might be willing to try them to see if they work for you, try something new. So we feel like this is both a safe and a brave space, so we're holding space so we can be courageous to see what's real and what's going on within us, and all of it on the whole spectrum of emotion. So, Josh, I don't know if I need to say anything else. Do you want to just lead us into this? And I'll just invite all of us to deepen our breath at the start of this, and then at some point I'll chime back in for our practice. Imagine the swells. Imagine the swells of music. The music is enveloping you, enfolding you, creating a space for you to show up entirely as you are. We are simply being with our breath right now. This gift of life that is such a gift and such a privilege to be present to. If it feels good to you, maybe place your hands on your belly and notice your belly pressing into your hands as you breathe in. So inhaling, your belly expands and fills, and then exhaling, drawing your navel to your spine, releasing, and again filling with breath. And releasing. There's a contraction in your abdomen. On your next in-breath, fill your belly completely. Feel your side expand as your lungs fill, and your heart space too. And then releasing from the top to the bottom, letting your chest relax, your lungs come in, and your belly release and relax. Do that a couple more times at your pace. Finding ease. Not forcing or pushing or pressing. Maybe each inhale and exhale is a little longer than the last. Now, if it feels good to you, maybe place your hand on your heart space. Josh began this segment with a heartbeat, and I think there is really nothing more integral and beautiful with the rhythm that is in you. So with your hand there, notice the rhythm of your heart. This place where love abides in you, desire resides in you, passion lives in you. Tune in to this rhythm that is quintessentially you. And life in your veins, your organs, your cells and your bones. You, dear one, are life's longing for itself. And for a moment, go ahead and release all expectations of your breath. Even as we've been putting in effort, finding that place of ease. And if it feels good to you, since we are here to let go of this year that is almost entirely behind us, and we are so ready to breathe in a new year, continue to be present to your somatic experience, what's happening in your body, and notice thoughts that arise about 2020. And like I said, this is a real vibes only space. I will not pretend to even begin to know what arises for you when you look back on this past year. The beginning of it, when we didn't know a pandemic would soon be upon us. And breathe into that. As you reflect on times of quarantining, times of separation, notice what feelings or sensations arise in your body. Maybe even gently massage those places. And breathe your compassionate breath right there, directly to those places in your body. Notice where your mind is leading you to think, to reflect, to consider. All that's taken place and all that hasn't. If you need to cry, you are allowed. And know that you are held. All of it belongs. You are a compassionate witness of all that stirs within you, all that aches, all that wonders, all that regrets. All that's angry, and all that has continued to fiercely love through all of it. Breathe compassion. Approaching all of these emotions with love and care, and breathing into the spaces in your body that are asking for it. Nudging you with a sensation. And if there's anything you would like to release, and this is a practice, it's not a once and for all, but if there's anything you would like to release, go ahead and breathe in, drawing awareness, focus on that, and then exhaling, releasing it out. And at least 2 more times, breathing in love as you approach an even more focused awareness of this thing you need to release. And then exhaling, a practice of letting it go And I'll let Josh do a couple more minutes. And you simply breathe and continue to notice for about 3 more minutes. So grateful to our friend Josh for playing for us tonight, and grateful to each and every one of you for being here. Now is a good time to comment if you want to. If you want to share with us how you're doing in this first half of our time together. I will share a couple songs with you, and then we'll do another segment with Josh. So feel free to take this moment to take another deep breath, and feel free to share this video too. And I would like to share with you my song, Healing Come. And we'll have more from Josh in a moment. Oh, and Jason's telling me I need to plug my guitar in. So thank you, Josh. We'll see you more in a second. Healing come. ourselves, in our bones, the patterns of our minds, breaking down that story to see divine glory in the mirror and in each other's eyes. Healing come, healing come, healing come, healing come. For all the wounds generations bear, family scars, hidden parts, and all that's unfair, could we hold each other and truths we uncover with loving kindness so we never more tear? Healing come, healing come, healing come, healing come. Healing come, healing come, healing come, healing come. Yeah, something we long for so much, I imagine, within each of ourselves, our homes, our families, as mentioned in that song, and also in our nation, both in the, in regards to the pandemic and also in regards to how fractured we are. I would like to do my New Year's song for you, and then we'll have more from Josh tonight. Wasn't that a beautiful segment with him? So stunning, so soothing, so gorgeous. I am so looking forward to continued collaboration. And yeah, I just think that we're going to make some really pretty things in the new year. So here is my New Year's song for and in honor of all we are so ready to say goodbye to, and all we are ready to welcome into our beings, our lives, our homes, our communities, our work, and our nation, all aspects of our lives. And that is kind of the heartbeat, the tone of tonight, just holding space for all we say goodbye to, for all we say hello to, for all that's gone away, all that remains, and whatever comes, for all we have been through, strength and wonder for the new year. Hand in hand, my friends, we'll live, learn, and love into all we become. May that be so. May that be true for you and for me, for all of us. I don't believe we have to set any resolutions. I feel like if 2020's taught us anything at all, It's that we could, make the best resolutions and just who knows what's going to happen, right? So, but how we live our lives with intention, the way that we want to be as we move through life, that is a good thing to pay attention to what we want for that, right? So this is sort of my feelings about those things and my wishes for you. For always say goodbye to, for always say hello to, for all that's gone away, all that remains, whatever comes, for all we have been through, strength and wonder for the new. My friends will learn, live and love into all we become. It's a simple turn of time. It could be any other day, yet it reminds us where the rhythm starts. Not any source, but the beat of your heart. Let me say, my friend, just as you are, you're more than enough. And however you're drawn to grow, I'll be here, I'll lift you up. For always say goodbye to, for always say hello to, for all that's gone away, all that remains, whatever comes, for all we have been through, strength and wonder for the new year. Hand in hand, my friends, we'll learn, live and love into all we become. New beginnings every day, every moment of your life. Though light of day grows longer now, new life of spring remains in the ground. Seasons have their time, effortless presence in the flow. Wherever roots go down deep, dark or wild, soon awakening. For always say goodbye to, for always say hello to, for all that's gone away, all that remains, whatever comes, for all we have been through, strength and wonder for the new year. Hand in hand, my friends, we'll learn, live and love into all we become. Hand in hand, my friends, we'll learn, live and love into all we become. That is right. That is also a little bit of my philosophy of friendship, that's what it's about. No more, no less, really. All right. So with that in mind, that this really is a simple turn of time. It could be any other day. But it's a time where we get to remember that everything in our lives gets to come from the source of the beat of our hearts. And that's one thing that I love. I'm so glad Josh is here. He even started the first set with him with a heartbeat. So that's pretty cool, man. How did you think of that?
I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do, you know?
Totally.
It
Like
did.
intuition, vibing, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just felt right.
Well, are you ready to breathe in a new year? Should we
Sure.
I'd love to say hello to Erin. Thank you for mentioning that you needed this release so much, and Shemaine is here too. Yay. So now we get to have some more beautiful sonic scapes with Josh, and look forward to what we're ready to welcome, hold space for what we're ready to welcome into our lives. What are you ready to welcome in the new year, Josh?
Oh, man. I don't know. I think it's there's so much possibility. Like we're going to enter into a new world at some point. Like
That's right.
we don't know what's on the other side of quarantine at all. And it's not probably going to be what we left behind. And I am hopeful for where we're headed with that, you know?
I'm so
I don't
glad.
know, but I'm hopeful.
I'm ready to welcome a
Yeah.
vaccine.
Yeah.
And and that sort of like openness to possibility, right? For what is to come, even though we don't fully know it. So I want to be open to the unknown in a kind of wonder-filled way, you know? It's a practice. It's not like something we nail.
No.
Yeah.
No, it is not. Not at all.
Yeah. So those of you who are here, do feel free to comment if you want to. I won't be responding to comments while Josh is playing this next segment, but we'll touch base with you in a little bit. And yeah. Are you ready? You want to take it away? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Sure.
Again, allowing the music to enfold us. To hold this really simple yet sacred space. Sacred because we're attending. We're noticing what's true and what's real. Connect with your breath again. We've taken a little time to notice all of the feelings that are stirred when we reflect on a year that has been so wild, unpredicted, hazardous, even deadly for many. And whatever we feel about that is right. So some of that we might still hold in our hearts and care for a little bit more. And some of it we are in a practice of letting go and releasing. So now let's consider maybe even small gifts that this year has given us, that we get to receive and we get to take into the new year with us. The things that even in the midst of all the chaos and all the grief, despair and unknown, what is there to be grateful for? And as a practice of receiving those good and beautiful things that were perhaps your salvation in this time, that kept you going, that taught you something of value. When you breathe in, let that be an embodied sign and act of receiving those good and beautiful things that came to you despite all that 2020 was. Those good and beautiful things that cut through and reminded you that your life has purpose, that you're still here for a reason. If no other reason but to love and to be loved, to heal and to be healed, to learn and to share what you've learned. You might have realized a strength of yours that would have never occurred to you if not for what took place this year. You also might have realized a growth edge. We all have them, areas of our lives that we get to lean into, press into, grow in. These are areas of possibility. We get to release any shame about them. Breathing in forgiveness and exhaling out shame. What do you get to receive and be grateful for from this awful, terrible, no good year? Go ahead and take a couple minutes to just think about that. Be present to that. Breathing in the good stuff, exhaling what does not serve you. These good and beautiful gifts we get to carry with us into the new year. So again, taking a moment to check in with your body. How is it talking to you? Where is there tension and needing a little extra breath? Send your breath there. And remember that joy and delight are not based on circumstances like happiness is. Even in the midst of grief, we can know moments of joy to relish, to savor, to receive. You get to have that. So as we leave 2020 behind and we breathe into a new year, allow your awareness to be drawn to what you are hoping for and what you would like to welcome into your life. What would you like to welcome into your being itself? Your heart, your mind, your body. What is your heart beating for? Even the aches that this year brought to the surface, they can guide you towards what you dream of, what you desire. They show you your next step. On what will you steady your gaze, your direction, your intention? Continue to breathe deeply as you notice thoughts that arise, feelings that stir. Breathe in to welcome them. Breathe out to approach them with love. Breathe in and ask, what are you teaching me about myself? my path, my life, my purpose, the meaning I create with my whole life as I walk in this world, because I am someone who still has life to live, to enjoy, to share. What an astonishing gift. Perhaps once again, if it feels right to you, go ahead and sit tall, or if you're lying down, just relax a little bit more. Placing one hand on your heart and one on your belly. These spaces that embody passion and desire and love and hope. And focused on you, your person, right now. Perhaps breathe in these blessings over yourself for 2021. May I be well. May I be wise. May I be joyful. May I be peace-filled. May I be caring and kind. May I be well. May I be wise. May I be joyful. May I be peace-filled. May I be caring and kind. Breathing in these blessings and breathing out with the intention to share them. And now drawing your awareness to someone you care about. Someone you want to bless. And having your mind's eye on them, send these thoughts. May you be well. May you be wise. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. Dear one, in my heart, in my mind's eye, may you be well. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. And we'll do 2 more rounds of this. Next, for someone it's really hard to love, someone we don't understand, someone who's difficult and frustrating. Draw them into your mind's eye and send these thoughts to them. May you be well. May you be wise. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. You, child of God, whom I struggle to love and understand and see, may you be well. May you be wise. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. And then expanding out this sort of ripple that we're creating. Perhaps you think of anyone in your realm, your sphere, or beyond. Maybe it's someone in leadership or in power, or maybe it's simply the world. Let's together send out these words of best wishes and blessing. May you be well. May you be wise. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. To whom it may concern, may you be well. May you be wise. May you be joyful. May you be peace-filled. May you be caring and kind. May these good and beautiful things enrich our lives, fill our beings to overflowing in all we do, in all we say, in all that we are. In the new year. Take a few more breaths. maybe thank yourself for showing up tonight, taking care, practicing presence. And then maybe if you're up for it, jot a little thank you in the comments for our friend Josh here for sharing his gifts and skills. That's what I'm talking about. You're not just gifted, you're skilled, man. So skilled. Thank you for your soulfulness. I'm so excited for what we might create together. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Good?
Oh, great. How are you feeling?
I feel great too.
Awesome. I feel great.
It's so funny because there's so much to prepare for these times together. And then it's really remarkable to me how even as I'm, offering in this way, man, it just feels so good to me. It's so calming and so soothing and just
totally
puts me in that pocket of presence, and I really dig it like a lot.
Awesome. Same. Yeah.
So thank you all for continuing to hang with us. I'm glad Mark, my vocal coach, is here. So many layers to this whole thing, right? This whole thing of having lived through 2020 and now moving into the next year. It's really something.
Yeah. It's that. It's definitely that.
It is that.
Yeah.
And Dusty Rose, thank you for your kind words. And Aaron says, I got deep chills. You're so welcome. And and Tiffany, you're so welcome. And Doug, I don't see your comment on my desktop, but I see you.
Thank you.
Doug says such a peaceful performance tonight, and
awesome.
Toby says that was exactly what I needed tonight. So we're so grateful to our patrons for making all of these possible. Let's see, I'll put this like here. And if anyone would like to express some just love and gratitude in the virtual tip jars, I decided to call them the love and gratitude jars tonight.
I love it.
They are there for you if you'd like to consider becoming a part of our monthly support and all we're going to do in the coming year, or chip in one of those virtual love and gratitude jars. We really appreciate it. And I'm so excited. Like, Josh and I are both part of a new little group we put together called Patreon Creators. So we're scheming and dreaming and all of that. Josh has a debut singer-songwriter album coming out in the coming year. Is there anything you want to share with us about that? Just anything that you're excited about as you're looking forward to it?
Yes. Yeah. It's a whole song. It's a whole record about, reinvention, and the trials and tribulations of that, and at least what that looked like for me. Everybody's story is unique, and it was an intense experience, and I intended to express something about that, Yeah,
absolutely. And thank you for doing the really difficult and courageous work of that, because even though we do all have unique experiences with, the way that life can shatter us and then we rebuild or reinvent, we do all have very unique experiences and particular experiences of that. And yet there's so much wisdom that we can share when we share our experiences, right? So I'm sure your album will remind a lot of people that they're not alone in that, and give them courage and strength to, be present to their own process. Because if we don't rebuild, if we don't reinvent and reconstruct, that wouldn't be good. We need to do that work. So thanks for doing your album so that we can do that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for saying that.
So I think we've covered everything. Basically, I want to let everybody know that I'm not really in a position to take a full-on vacation, but this month has been full, and I'm really grateful for that. It felt like I was taking a virtual national tour. I got to connect with communities like in North Carolina and Michigan. I'm in Colorado, but I got to connect with those communities and a couple in the Pacific Northwest, and it was just really neat. And also that means I need a little bit of a break to restore and recalibrate for the new year, which I couldn't even begin to do until the new year started. So I am going to take the next couple Wednesdays off, but we have been doing almost every Wednesday since the pandemic started, and we are going to continue to stream. I've been a streamer like for a long time, actually, and started doing shows in 2016, and we'll keep doing shows online like this and the Story Dwelling Talk Show and just plain old concerts until I die or until the internet breaks. So that's part of why we have the Patreon. So that's why we want to invite you to be part of Patreon, this ongoing series of live online productions. And so we want you to check that out. And so much is available to the public. Like our patrons support it so that we can openly offer these gifts to the world. So that's why both of those options are there. We have a comment from Al. Thank you both. It feels good to try to love someone who's hard to love. I'm grateful to you for the encouragement to do so. It's challenging, right? But yeah, I felt moved to include that tonight. It's definitely important for me too. I had someone in mind tonight when we were doing that. So you are most welcome, and thank you, Josh, for creating space to do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me so much. I really appreciate this. A lot, you know?
So I think I'm going to wrap up with one more song. So we'll let Josh head out for the evening, but I want to give you Josh, will you hang on to the call? I'll take you off the screen so you can chill while I kind of wrap up. But hang on the call. And I just want to encourage anyone who's still here watching, please do say hello in the comments, because that's how we know you're here. And then take that opportunity to just give Josh some love and thank him in the comments. All right. So we can bid him farewell. Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So cool that we can, we don't have the technology to do actual, like I couldn't sing with someone who, I brought in, but it's neat to find ways to collaborate. I really miss playing with other musicians and really look forward to, doing that when it's safe to do so again. But really lovely to bring other musicians in. We did a couple of shared shows this past year. I did one with my friend Jenny LaJoy, my friend Ben Grace, and I have some other friends in mind I want to bring on deck for the coming year. So I think that will be really awesome. Plus the Story Dwelling Talk Show. I'm really excited for our lineup in the coming year. And so please stay tuned, stay in touch, follow me on socials, go to my website and sign up on the email list to stay in touch. And I just want to wish you a beautiful, rich, healing new year. And if you're just joining us, feel free to go back to the top. There's just like several segments in this time together this evening that are really worthwhile, soothing and soulful and honest. And so I just love you all. And thank you for being with me for so many of these live streams this year. It's been a real joy to have you and to share with you. So thank you. Peace ever, joy ever following you, light ever, love ever radiating through. Hope ever, faith ever strengthening you, life ever, breath ever nourishing you, and everywhere you go, may you always be home, and everyone you meet be messengers of peace. Let your light shine through, and your heart ever be true. Move in grace and gratitude, and walk in wisdom, sharing all that's good. Peace ever, joy ever following you, light ever, love ever radiating through, and everywhere you go, may you always be home, and everyone you meet be messengers of peace. May we choose courageously. May we hope defiantly. May we love outrageously, and walk on lightly in humility. May we choose courageously. May we hope defiantly. May we love outrageously, and walk on lightly in humility. Beauty and laughter ever filling you, friendship, affection surrounding you. All right, we will see you next year. Thanks again, everyone. Much love. Peace to you.